Welcome everyone to this product review of the AM5, which I've now owned for 6 months. Firstly, I'm going to talk about the setup that I'm using. I didn't go with the carbon fibre tripod, as you can see here. I've actually bought a Skywatcher steel tripod, and on top of which I've got the PE200 peer extension. Both of these work extremely well, and I can recommend that combination. In terms of specifications, I wanted something that was lightweight, but also had sufficient payload for a large refractor. I've put the two comparison there of the AM5 with the more recent AM5N. The other notable feature is the periodic error, which is plus or minus 20 arc seconds on the AM5, and I'll come back to that later in the presentation. So moving on to polar alignment, these are the four adjustments that you'll need to make. I actually found them quite tricky to use at first. They've bedded in a little bit over the few months. And in that 90-degree position, when you first do polar alignment, you're going to struggle for access at the back of the unit, especially with the large refractor. I have also taken advantage of these cable wraps to avoid any snags on those various screws and levers. Moving on to the connection, there are at least three main ways of doing this. The hand controller that comes with it, mainly aimed at using it with the phone or via Wi-Fi. Obviously, most users will use the ASI Air. I've, in fact, go down the route of using the USB laptop connection. I think it's the most cost-effective way. It's certainly the most flexible way. It allows you to use lots of different third-party software, and I've really had no issues whatsoever. I've put up a screenshot here of all the software that I do use to control it, with the Ascom server, Stellarium, SharpCap, and PhD2. And the idea here is that I'm showing you that they're all connected at the same time to the unit, and previously that had been one of the issues. Just to show you how easy it is, give you an idea of the capability with the large refractor. This is a speeded up version of me pointing it to the sun earlier today. And you can see that it performs very well. Right, now the most important thing, the guiding performance. When you get the unit, you'll get this certificate that states the maximum periodic error. In my case, it's only 10.9 arc seconds. So with it being a more recent unit, it's almost as good as their latest AM5N. You'll also get this zoomed in section, which shows the maximum error with respect to the rotation displacement. With a bit of simple maths, you can turn that displacement in terms of from degrees into a value that gives you arc seconds per second. I'll just show you my example there. And this allows you to make an estimate in terms of guiding performance, what resolution you need guiding, and also the speed of your guide camera. If you get a chance, I would download the PhD2 log viewer, which I've done here. This is an example of my guiding with a 700mm refractor over about 3 hours. And this is very much a typical result with the RMS error of 0.68 arc seconds. Again, just looking at the 700mm refractor, these are results over the last month or so. The first time I ever used it on the 700mm refractor, I couldn't get PhD2 to do multi-star guiding, so I've left that first result there, which of 1.1 arc seconds in 37 minutes of guiding, just as a nice comparison of the difference between that and multi-star guiding. The value at the bottom of 0.68 is much more typical of the results I've been getting, and that's over nearly 18 hours of guiding. Thank you very much for listening. That was just a quick recap of my experiences with it. If you've got any questions, please drop me a line in the comments section and I'll be happy to reply. I'll leave you with a few example images, and I'll see you again in the next video.